Hello, everybody. Winbeck, how are you?
Hi, Sarah.
Good to
Hi.
see you.
Good to see you. Yeah, good to see you too.
This is Tony. He's our guest speaker today.
Oh, hello. Hi.
He was the illustrator of my book, Wildlife Wong and the Sumatran Rhino.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hi, nice to see you.
Whereabouts are you now? Are you back in Malaysia?
Yes, back to work.
Are you?
Yeah,
How is it getting back?
I think should be okay.
Yeah, you feel okay?
Yeah, yeah.
It's not strange being home.
No, yeah. I managed to visit Wong last month.
Did you?
Yeah,
And you saw all your beautiful signage?
I saw the big. Yeah, I saw the big one.
Were you happy?
Yeah. Thanks for your help.
That's all right. That's all right. One thing
Yeah.
is these incredible interpretive signage at the Sunbear Centre. They're just beautiful. I'll show you pictures of them later.
Excellent.
They're just incredible. Oh, look who that is.
Oh.
Hi, Medora.
Oh.
Hello. You got both of us together, Medora.
I can see both of you in one frame today.
Oh, that's unusual, isn't it?
It is. It's a very rare case the speaker is on the same screen.
Sandra, how are you?
Yeah.
The background.
Madhuka also joining to the session today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'll show her.
We actually get to meet Maduka. Hi, Maduka.
Hey.
How are
Hello,
you?
Tony.
Good.
And Sandra's an illustrator. She's the illustrator of my next book.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And the next book's focus is on
Australian wildlife.
Australian.
Yeah. A bit broader than one species for the next one. Colin, where are you coming from?
I'm from Coolum Beach in Queensland.
Oh, lovely. Not too far up the road.
We've got marine turtles laying on our beaches at the moment. We had one lay at Marcus Beach this morning.
Oh, well done.
Also steamers yesterday morning. Yep.
Fantastic. I heard from the guys at Mon Repos that they've had a really good season for laying. How about you?
Yeah, well, we're up to 11 so far this year, which is above average. Yep.
Oh, that's excellent.
Lots of variability and lots to learn still, but who can understand an animal which is born and swims all the way across to South America and back again in 25 years while I'm sleeping in my warm bed?
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's nice to have you here. Thank you for coming. And who's that other person we have there? You don't have your name on there. The lady with the amazing red glasses. Hello. You might be on mute, but if you are, I can't see a mute button. But tell us your name if you can. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it's Kathy Hawes.
Hi, Kathy. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks.
What brought you here, Kathy?
Well, my late husband actually taught Tony at school many years ago.
Oh, you're kidding.
I thought I'd see what he was up to.
Oh, there you go. Well, you've got to act. You're not allowed to say anything rude now, Tony.
Say it as it is.
Okay, say it as it is. That's brilliant. Well done.
Yeah, so Tony was about 16 when I saw him last.
Oh, well, I need the backstory on that somewhere along the line.
Yeah, what's your husband's name?
Max Hawes. He taught at Unley High.
Okay.
I was talking about mentors in the state system.
Yeah.
Max was one of those.
Was he?
Absolutely.
Oh, man, that's fantastic. Well, it's lovely to have you here. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
We've got a few more minutes before we get started. We do have 27 people who have signed up to be here today. If we don't get that many people, some people just sign up so they can watch the video later. So we'll see how many other people are coming. Hopefully one of them is going to be Wong. because Dr. Wong Suti is usually here, but we'll see how we go. I'm just going to send him, while we're waiting, I'm just going to send him a little message to remind him that we're here. Hi, Kat and Milani, how are you?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, you can hear us. How are you?
I can hear you. How are you?
Well, thank you.
Good. What have you two been up to?
We volunteered at Wildlife Noosa and we've been on the boat lately, collecting fishing line, so the birds don't get tangled up in the fishing line.
Oh, well done. Well done, Milani. That's awesome. Did you get lots?
Yeah, there's some really long pieces actually.
Yeah. Good job. I wonder how many animals you've saved. Well done.
Thanks.
That's brilliant work. Hi, Bernie and Graham. How are you?
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
Hi. Can you hear us? Yeah, we can hear you. That's all good. Good to
Okay.
see you.
Terrific.
Have you had a good day?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been good. Yeah,
Been busy, doing a bit.
did some gardening this afternoon. My pink galah, we've got a couple of galahs, well, quite a few galahs that visit our garden, and most afternoons when I'm out in the side garden, I call him Pinky. Pinky comes along and sits in the gum tree above me.
Oh, lovely.
It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Yeah. So
That's
yeah,
fantastic. Well done. They haven't got a nest in your tree or anything?
I'm not sure where the nest is.
No.
There's lots of trees that, yeah, but they just seem to come each afternoon, one pair in particular. Not that I could tell them from any other pair. They all, other than the variation in the pink on their chest, yeah, I can't really tell them apart, but yeah.
We sometimes get the big blacks in our front garden with some big Banksia pods, seed pods, and they just rip them apart, rip them to shreds. And they're like a piece of hardwood. Amazing.
That's amazing. Well, for those of you who have just come in, I'll introduce Tony, who's our guest speaker today. We'll be hearing a lot more a little bit later. Claire, you're here. How are you?
Unmute button. Hi, I'm good. It's really good to be back here seeing everybody again.
Yeah, lovely. Where are you at the moment? Are you at home?
Yes, I'm in England at the moment, in London, but I was with the sun bears in Borneo 2 weeks ago. No, I've been back 1 week. I got back a week ago, so I spent a week with the sun bears again. So it was really interesting and great to see all the bears and their personalities and how they're. It was interesting. So Along, who's one of the most highly strung bears, I would say, when lots of people are around, he was really chilled out again. So that was great to see. He wasn't bothered by other noises, even when they were darting the other bears close to him for a health check. He was just like, oh, whatever.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, that was fantastic. And Mary really enjoyed having some spirulina. Spirulina is a mineral and it's green and it's offered with some water. And she thought it was great to cover all of her head in it and her nose. And so I turned Dr. Wong's favourite bear green. But she really enjoyed that, and she was sat in her basket cleaning herself. So it was really interesting. Yeah, we had some good responses from the bears, definitely.
Awesome. That's so good. And
Yes.
Elijah, how are you today? Can't hear me? Elijah, how are you?
Sorry, yes, we're good. We're very good.
You've been having a few adventures. Your adventures in Heron Island looked amazing.
Yes, it was. We had a very good time there. It was very amazing. It was very fun.
Awesome. Oh, well, it's good to have you here. Oh, and it's good to have Alexander. I haven't seen you in about a year, I reckon.
Don't think it's quite been that long.
Not quite.
Yeah.
Where are you now, Alexander?
I'm on Kangaroo Island in South Australia.
Okay, what are you doing there?
I'm an intern with Australian Wildlife Conservancy.
Oh, well
So
done.
I'm just working here.
You enjoying it?
Yes, I am.
Oh, good to hear. That's fantastic. Well, Wong should be here in any second, and then we'll get started. But there's a couple of people without your faces there. If you'd like to introduce yourself, that would be awesome. We've talked to, who did we talk to? We talked to Colin, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah, we talked to Wong Bin. Samuel, where are you from? Or Caitlin?
And talk.
Is my sorry. Is my
Hey.
audio working?
Yep, we can hear you.
Awesome. Sorry, I don't have a camera on this computer, but hey, I'm Caitlin. I live in Queensland on the Great Barrier Reef, and one of my friends sent me a link to this, so I'm very interested to see what's going to happen.
Thank you so much for being here. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm a bit about me. I'm a marine biologist in the Great Barrier Reef. I often do coral surveys when the reef is bleaching to sort of see what's going on, what the level of coral mortality is, and I guess how much of the reef recovers as well. So yeah, that's me.
Oh, that's very important research. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, and I think we've got Wong here. He's turned into 7 bears at the moment, but there he is. Hello, how are you?
Hi. I'm good. Sorry, I'm a little bit unorganized. I'm at my sister's house right now. I'm in Penang, yeah.
Oh, you're in
I'm
Penang.
Penang.
How is everyone?
Yes. Huh?
How is everyone?
Everyone is good. Tonight we're gonna have a family dinner, and yeah, it's been a while.
That sounds brilliant. Well, welcome everyone. It's lovely to have you here. I'm going to start recording, just so you know it's actually started recording already without me, which is awesome.
Sarah?
Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I just somebody was trying to get tickets, but it was too late, and I just wondered, is it too late for them to possibly join in now? Is there a link that I could possibly from the UK?
Not at all. That's good. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the link. I'm going to put it in the chat, and then you could share it with them. Does that work?
That's amazing. Yes, thank you very much.
Okay.
There's someone from the UK.
There you go.
Lovely. Thanks very much.
And they might need a password, so that's coming too. There we go. Be lovely to have them. Okay. Well, welcome everybody. It's so wonderful to see you. I'm going to swap to speaker view so that you can see me and see a little bit about what we're going to be talking about today. So I'm going to start sharing my screen. My name is Dr. Sarah Pai, and together with Dr. Wong Suti, I run this monthly gathering. We started this gathering a long time ago because I've written the biography of Dr. Wong, and when I wrote his biography, it was originally we started this this gathering to sort of be able for people to be able to ask us questions about his life and my writing of it. It developed from there, and my writing developed too. So I've now written 6 books about his adventures with different species in the jungles of Malaysia, which are written for kids or 8 to 12-year-olds primarily. And this gathering, World of Wildlife, sort of developed to being something that was more about a broader wildlife species. Not just those in Borneo, but it's developed to connecting people who love wildlife around the world so that we can actually get to know each other and we can learn from each other and get a little bit of support from each other as well. So that's sort of the concept of this. So the way it's going to work today is I'll give you a little bit of an update on what I've been up to in the last, it's actually 2 months because we had to cancel last month's gathering due to inconsistent internet. I'll be giving you a little bit of an update about what I've been doing. I'll pass over to Dr. Wong and he'll tell us what's going on in Borneo, specifically with this Bornean Sunbear Conservation Centre, which he runs. And then after that, I'll be passing over to this amazing man here, Tony, who's going to tell us all about sharks and about the softer side of sharks, in case you didn't know that they had a softer side. All right, so I'll start with mine. I've done a few things in the last couple of months. The first one was speaking at the Wildlife Tourism Australia conference, which was held in New South Wales. And what I was doing there was talking about the importance of narratives in wildlife conservation and in wildlife tourism, and actually did a workshop there to help some of the participants learn a few different techniques in wildlife narratives, which was fun. And Tony was there, so that's how we got to know each other a little bit better than we had in the past. That was an amazing experience. And while I was down in New South Wales, it meant that I could then go and see some schools down there. So this is an awesome school visit that I did at Mullumbimby High School. This guy is Gus. Gus, believe it or not, that's his happy face. Gus was actually really enjoying his time with Pongo, my orangutan puppet. And I taught some of the students who have learning difficulties at Mullumbimby High School some different storytelling techniques, which they really enjoyed. That was kind of fun. From there, George, my partner who's here, and I headed out down to Armidale to meet a paleontologist called Philip Bell, who is a world's leading paleontologist. And we were given a tour of his incredible facilities at the University of New South Wales, and then headed inland to Lightning Ridge. Lightning Ridge is the only place in the world where you can find opalized dinosaur bones, which is absolutely amazing. So we spent some time with Jenny Brummel, that's the woman with me in the bottom picture, who is creating the Australian Opal Centre. That's that building behind us. It'll be open in March, and if you aren't planning to go, you haven't thought of going to Lightning Ridge, definitely put it on your list of places to go. It's an incredibly diverse what would you call it, collection, I guess, that she's got of all kinds of different opalized things, from plants to dinosaur bones that are opalized to all sorts of other opalized things, and yeah, definitely something worth seeing. So after that, I've actually spent a bit of time last week or the week before at Oyster World learning all about the importance of oyster reefs. Now, I'm hoping that Robbie, who runs Ozfish, is going to come and talk to us soon and tell you all about the importance of oyster reefs and how they have been devastated in Australia and all other places in the world. So I'm not going to usurp his potential by telling you too much right now, but if you feel like Googling oysters and their importance in the ecosystem, then that would be something worth doing. We'll tell you more about that another time. After that, I've done a few book signings, and this book signing was at Annie's Bookshop last week, where I met this amazing Brazilian couple who are actually also puppeteers and taught me a few tricks, which was really, really fun. So that's basically what I've been doing. I'm going to stop sharing now, and I'm going to pass over to Dr. Wong and see if he'd like to tell you what's been going on with bears. He might get a little bit of a, Claire, you might have to tell him a little bit about what you did while you were there too, but go for it, Wong.
Okay, good. Well, so it has been a long time. Seems like I was last talking to all of you. I think over the last 2 months, I was very busy traveling, from attending conferences in Kuching, and then go to Bangkok, and then go to Laos to attend the one conference, the wild animal rescue network of East and Southeast Asia. So yeah, so it has been a while since we get it because of the pandemic. So it was really good to get together for all the rescue center across East and Southeast Asia to get together and exchange information and say hi and things like that. And then followed by what I was come back to Sepilo, and then 2 weeks ago I was in KL to have a meeting with Dr. Jane Goodall. So it was really amazing to see Dr. Jane as her 90 years old, and she's still traveling and talking and inspiring many younger generations. And then yeah, so it was really,
that was a real highlight.
Yeah, that was a real highlight. And then plus, and the very last day before she depart to Hong Kong, I managed to talk to her just 1-to-1, and Peter, three of us, and also Kelly, four of us, um, literally like a personal conversation with her for about 45 minutes before she go to bed because she was really tired. Her schedule was really packed during the 4 or 5 days of visit in Kuala Lumpur. And yeah, so we talk about gibbons, we talk about wildlife conservation and things like that. So it was really amazing to see a person who spent all of her life working for wildlife, advocating for wildlife, although she specialized on chimpanzee, but again, chimpanzee, sun bears, all are the same. So it's a really inspired. I mean, I've been inspired by her from day one, literally, like most of us. And then this is my second time meeting her, and have such a wonderful conversation with her. Was actually the highlight of my life, not only this trip. And then so in the past, when people ask me, Wong, when are you going to get retired? I said 73 years old. Why 73? Why 73? Because I need to pay my house mortgage until I'm 73 years old. So I have no choice but to keep on working. And right now, if somebody asks me, say, Wong, when are you going to get retired? I said 90 years old, because Dr. Jane Goodall, 90 years old and still speaking like she is, 50 years old. And then Sir David Attenborough, who is what, 97 years old now, and he's still, very energetic and yeah. So wow, come on, retire? What retired? Yeah. And then so right now I'm in Penang, attending giving a talk in one of the events that held here in Penang. Yes, and then in terms of the Sunbear Center, as most of you know, we received Pitang, the latest Sunbear cubs that we rescued lately, and then right now we are talking about sending her to Tabin for the soft release program. So last week or two, we have starting to modify the cage of Tinom, and in order to accommodate her, hopefully her body weight will catching up. Uh, Tinom, Dr. Boon just did a health check on her few days ago. She is 18 kilogram, Tinom, and then Pitang right now is 6. Right, well, the last week she was 6 kilograms or so, and right now she should be 7 kilograms. So slowly catching up. So hopefully they will become friends when we move Pitang to Tabin,
Are
and
you
then yeah.
well, obviously a major difference in their sizes. Are you hoping to put them in the same enclosure then, or have two enclosures?
Well, because we know that bears did bullies among each other, we need to see how well both of them get together. I think that is the very important thing. And then if both of them, their body size difference is not that great, then in case a bully case happen, the smaller ones still can be able to defend for themselves, for herself. They play really rough, sometimes they really play rough. And then just like the case of Luna, we should know that although they are young, they may get bullied and get killed as well. Yeah. So that's the situation. So hopefully we will see. We need to try, if it doesn't work out, if Pitang and Tinom did not get along well, then the worst case scenario is to move Pitang back to the Buddhist Conservation Center, and then we do our rehabilitations at the center, just like other bears. Yeah. So that's the latest development. And then at the center right now, there are a few construction project is ongoing. The fencing is the construction of the new fencing is ongoing right now. All of the wooden, if you still remember, Sarah, all of the wooden ironwood fence is going to replace by a chain link fence. Yeah, which will be expanded out all the way to the border of the boardwalk. So pen D, pen C, and pen B will be slightly bigger than their original stage. And then at the same time, the constructions of the entrance foyer is also ongoing as well, which means that maybe next time when you come here, we have a bigger entrance where our entrance will be more obvious. And it's more presentable to the visitors and welcome the visitors. And right now, because it is so clear that we need to use nature-based tourism to help conservation, so our center have to be world-class, have to be really, really well presented, and hopefully so that the visitor have a great experience and willing to come here and spend more money in Borneo, and then the tourist money will help create jobs, will help improve livelihood to a point where the local people do not need to hunt and poach to make a living, so to speak. Yeah, so
well,
that's me.
I think everyone who's actually been there will agree with me that you do have a world-class facility, and it's, when I was there in August, the center stands out as opposed to every other tourist center that you visit when you're in Sabah. It's shoulders above. So you're doing that. Well done. I know Claire would agree.
Yeah,
So
thank you.
any questions for Wong or me if you want to, but I know most of the questions usually come for Wong. So has anyone got a question for Wong and what he's doing with the bears?
Okay, no, good.
I'll give him a minute, Wong. No one there? We'll open you up to that gallery so we can see everybody's hands go up in the air.
Oh, and at the same time, we also, since Wenping is here, I also need to mention that Wenping still continue. Wenping is back to Malaysia now, and then we'll continue talking about, having more signboards, more T-shirts, more artworks and things like that. So, so thank you very much, Wenping, for his help.
I have to say about the signs are amazing. They look fantastic, but the ones with the I think there's an orangutan sign, and so out of the corner of my eye I think it's a real orangutan.
Yeah, sometimes we have the real orangutan just side by side with the signboard. If the signboard is slightly bigger, then it'll be like, really fun to watch.
I put it on speaker view for a second. Can you take off your video to show everybody Wenping's picture of the bears?
Okay, sure. So hold on. Okay.
But we'll see if it works.
Yeah.
There you go. That's one of Wenping's works. Isn't that awesome? So this one is actually absolute full size, just outside the center, so you can stand in between the different layers of bears, and it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it, Claire? Thank you, Wong. You can come back whenever you like.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, well done, Wenping. They're awesome. Claire, do you want to tell us a very briefly what you did while you were there last week?
Yeah, I'm not very good at the very brief part, because once you get me talking.
Well, we can just have you come back as a guest speaker again if you want. That way instead.
So this time, what I've learned from the bears is that they really like the minerals being offered. So this time I took more spirulina, barley grass, and we offered some coconut oil. And before we start a session, we give them a choice in trays of what they would like to choose. And then if they would like some essential oils, we offer some essential oils as well, again, for them to choose based on what they might be feeling at the time. So the differences were, one of the bears, Kudak, he chose emotional support, which I found really interesting. So the choices are either physical, emotional, or they could be pain related in some way. Maybe somebody's got a slightly sore paw, and so Kudak chose emotional support, and I think along he chose more lighter oils. He didn't want to delve into the emotional stuff, so it was really interesting to see the different choices, and also if they'll be more open to the energetic healing and communication. And that's, yeah, definitely a side that I'm still working on at the moment. I had a moment with Wong, who lost his friend Kukaton a few weeks ago, and I just suddenly burst into tears, and I don't know why. I'm not saying it's a negative thing. It's just something energetically that happened at the time while I was with him. So every moment with the bears is definitely an education, for sure.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that a little bit.
You're welcome.
Awesome. And no other questions for Wong? We doing all right?